So this is the third part for the Leroy crest line, this one being called Leroy Under Guard. So let's check this out. Oh, you two, you're back. Paimon's name's Paimon, and he's Traveler. Just call us by our names from now on. Did you come to see Benoit? That's right, but I didn't get a chance to speak to him. Oh. Looks like I won't be able to finish my essay at this rate. Your essay? Oh right, you were doing good deeds because you had homework. Hey, that's not true. I really do like Mr. Benoit. He's really smooth. Yeah, that's right, smooth. What kind of descriptor is that? You mean he's personable and a good communicator, don't you? Anyways, please, Miss Paimon, could you help me? Please, if you don't, my essay's toast. My tutor said that my essay about helping him to feed his cat was unpoetious and filled with genuine emotion from margin to margin. And she wanted me to write another. What? Unpoetious? Don't you mean unpretentious? Anyway, Paimon gets it, so that's why you needed to come back. Well, it is my homework, sure, but I really do like Mr. Leroy. He wanted me to say hi to my parents for him, and so I did. They were really upset when they heard his name, though, and they didn't want me to come. I don't really know why. Well, if it's just for homework, it's easy, isn't it? You can just talk about how you fed the cat again. But that would only be one line. That's too little. No way. We'll go with you. Yeah, that's right. You can feed the cat, and we'll clean the entrance and the rear of the house. And when we're done, we'll knock on the door and talk to Benoit. That'll give you enough content to write about, right? That's right, we can do that. You're so smart, Miss Paimon. Let me go feed the cat right now. Alright, let's clean around the house.
Over here.
That apparently didn't work so well that time.
Surprise!
Wait, where'd she go? Oh, she's over here. Miss Paimon, Mr. Traveler, I fed the cat. Nice. Okay, let's go see Mr. Leroy. I'm worried, though. Maybe he won't come out? When I've come by to see him lately, he hasn't even spoken to me. Before you arrived, I went and knocked, but just as he came out, that scary son-in-law of his came and dragged him back inside. He then gave me some sweets and told me to go back to my parents, then shut the door. Geez, Benoit's such a chill guy, so why are his family members such a chilly bunch? Mr. Leroy's son-in-law said that Mr. Leroy was ill and I couldn't see him, but I thought he looked fine, so why couldn't he speak to us? Honestly, I'm more worried about Mr. Leroy than I am about my essay. He must feel terrible if he's ill. Mom told me that sick people need our care and concern. So, could you come with me to ask that son-in-law what sort of illness Mr. Leroy has? Maybe he ate too much cake or he slept without a blanket. I can ask my parents about what to do. Well, we made an agreement, didn't we? I know, I'm just a bit scared of that scary son-in-law because he's, well, scary. Could you help me speak to him? Don't be afraid, Molly. We've got this. Athos, the man you saw before, opens the door and walks out. You again? What in the world do you want? Could we ask if Benoit's home? We heard he fell ill, so we're kind of worried about his health. My father is home, but he's in no condition to be receiving guests. Could we ask what he's come down with? I could ask my parents to help get him some medicine. No need. We'll buy what medicines we needed ourselves. Not that he has any lack of medicine anyway. We're just concerned for his health. You don't have to be so cold. Athos just doesn't want to let us see Benoit. This is past cold. He's downright frigid. You concern yourself too much with business that is not your own. Very well. Was there anything else? If not, I'll be heading back. Wait. What is it? Why are you trying to prevent us from seeing Benoit? And why must I allow completely unrelated people to see my father? Like I said earlier, he's in no condition to see guests. Athos, what's that disturbance outside? Nothing, Martisha. Just a few kids saying that they want to see Dad. You really do get along well with children, don't you, Dad? Well, since these kids want to see you, why don't you go say hello to them? I'd like to. Can I? Of course you can, Dad. You're in charge. Door opens and Benoit slowly emerges. Ah, it's you again, little ones. You're back. How are you feeling, Mr. Leroy? Me? Oh, I'm not doing quite so fine, but not to worry. I'm doing my best to rest up. My daughter and son-in-law are taking very good care of me, so all is well. Just run along home if you would. Are you sure you're all right, Dad? If it's too much for you, you should go back inside. Benoit sees Athos give him a meaningful glance before silently going back indoors. Well, so you've seen him for yourselves, then. My father really is unwell. Does that satisfy you? If there's nothing else, I'm going back inside. We... Athos ignores all of you. Well, at least we got to say a few words to Mr. Leroy. Oh, I do hope he gets better soon. Looks like I caused trouble for other people, Miss Paimon. That wasn't what I wanted. Don't think that way. You weren't any trouble at all. In fact, Paimon thinks that Athos guy is the real problem here. The entire time he was just... You should go home first, Molly. Paimon and I will be heading back as well. Traveler? You... True, I should head back as well. My parents don't like it when I come here, you know. They get mad if they knew I came today. I don't know if we'll get to see Mr. Leroy again. I really want to tell him that his snacks were super tasty. Well, could you help me tell him that if you see him? After he gets better, I mean? No problem. You have my word. And Paimon's too. Alrighty. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Traveler. I've got to go home now. See ya. What do you think, Traveler? Paimon noticed you had "I've got something to say" written all over your face as soon as she looked at you. Let's talk over there. Let's not speak too loudly right here. Sure, let's go talk somewhere else. Will this place do? Come on, tell Paimon what's on your mind. Let's see. There's something off about that couple. The way this couple deals with outsiders doesn't sit right with me. Exactly. They were nice enough when we first met them, but they sure turned rotten quickly. They were only friendly to us when their father was around. Let Paimon think. That's true. The first time we met, it was right after Benoit went inside that his son-in-law told us not to come around again. They're faking it. But why would they pretend to be friendly in front of their dad? There's got to be a reason for it. There's something fishy about their relationship with Benoit. When we first met them a few days back, things were still fine, but there's something awkward about the way they spoke today. He's being coerced by his son-in-law. Are you talking about how that son-in-law gave him a look and made him go inside after he only said one or two things? Now that you mention it, Paimon kind of gets where that confused feeling was coming from. There's something off about that couple. Paimon thinks so too. One of them talks a whole bunch and the other barely says a word. The timing of their appearance was too convenient to be a coincidence. You mean to say that they showed up just as Benoit was talking about hiring some hourly help, right? If Freyja said that he was still hiring half a year ago, but in that time, this couple became his children. You're right, everything's just too deliberate. There's definitely something going on with this couple. Well, it's all I've got for now. Traveler, do you think Benoit's in some kind of danger? Indeed. Oh, Paimon's got a bad feeling about this. Should I report it to the Méchant Gardienge? We've got no evidence. The situation is still pretty murky. That's true. But in the end, we're here to help him, right? Molly asked us to tell Benoit about that his snacks were super tasty, and we gave her our word. And our word is our sacred bond. Hee Paimon knows you always keep your promises. Well, you've got a good brain too, so what's our next move? Let's do some investigating. Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this case. What should we investigate specifically? The identity of the couple. That's right. Look out, world. Ace Detective Paimon and Traveler are going to expose the truth. Okay, so that part is complete. Is there another part that pops up on its own, or am I going to have to wait? Looks like I'm going to have to wait. All right. So that's... Oop, that's not what I want to hit. So that's going to be it for today, and I'll see you guys later.